Good morning, dear friends. So I have a Ford stimulus check update for seniors, retirees, and Social Security recipients. $2,400 may be sent out to millions of Americans very soon. Congressional lawmakers have proposed new changes to Social Security. This new bill could provide many seniors with much-needed financial aid. So friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video for the complete details. I will also be giving away 4 $75 Walmart gift cards every week. Friends, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keywords of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, the greater your chances, friends, of winning these giveaways during the months of November and December. I will also be surprising several of you with $200 gift cards, especially to those of you that have been in this community for several months. It's a way to say thank you so much, friends, for being here every day. I will be announcing a winner for the $200 gift card this week, so please do stay tuned for that video.
But all kidding aside, lowering healthcare costs, improving care for women who serve in the armed forces, increasing the number of veterans trained in healthcare jobs, protecting America's supply of critical prescription drugs and medical devices. And most of those were bipartisan efforts she put together. And by the way, Lauren does her job. It reminds me of what my dad used to say. He used to say, I'm not looking to the government to solve my problems. I just want them to understand my problems. She understands. Part of it is just understanding what your constituents need. When you can help, help, and when you can't, when there's no real answer, tell them the truth, and then work like hell to try to find an answer. Folks, I've come to Illinois to talk about 2 programs that reflect who we are as Americans, that Lauren understands to her core, Social Security and Medicare. Quite frankly, I've been in the Congress a long time. I never thought I'd have to make this speech. Did you, Dick, ever think we'd be in this position? These programs do something so basic and yet so important. That after working hard for decades, people deserve to retire, as my dad used to say, with some dignity. The word he most often used. Everyone's entitled to be treated with dignity. And the idea that a hard-working person would retire and be in real trouble, deprived of their dignity, is just something beyond comprehension to most of us. That's how it should be in the United States. Lauren talks about people she grew up with the people she represents. They're folks we all know. They're you in this auditorium, the people I grew up with. Imagine a nurse from Lauren's hometown in Naperville who's been serving patients for decades. She's paid into the Medicare system and the Social Security system with every paycheck. She's getting ready to retire. This nurse, imaginary nurse, trying to make plans for a future. And she's counting on Medicare. She's counting on Social Security to be there for her. Paid into it your whole life. Imagine that young dad working in a warehouse in Joliet with little kids at home. It's a hard job. Comes home every day. He's not thinking about retirement yet, but one day he will. And he'll be grateful for the Social Security and Medicare paying for what he's paying into right now with those calloused hands and aching back. Will be there for he and his family. I mean, it's real. If I can just pause for just a second. I remember I was lucky. When my mom was passing away, my mom moved in after my dad died and moved into my house with me. And it was a great thing because my sister was nearby and my 2 brothers. And my mom was fiercely independent. And I remember she used to go up to the local drugstore to get her prescriptions. And she wouldn't tell us, but she didn't have enough money to pay for some of those prescriptions. And so to save her pride, I went up and gave him a credit card and said, whatever she has, whatever prescription she has, fill it and say she has enough money, she's paying for it. It's paid for. We didn't want her to know because she would have said no. Pride, dignity. Imagine a new retiree who recently turned 65. In the past few years, he's been dealing with diabetes, heart disease, even got a pacemaker. Takes several medicines a day, sometimes many as 12. A hassle, but without Social Security and Medicare, it'd be impossible for him to afford the care he needs. I mean, literally, you know people Some of you fit this bill. Most folks don't know their Social Security. Almost half of all seniors, without it, half of all seniors lived in poverty before we had Social Security. Half of the senior population of America. Not enough money to put food on the table until Medicare came along. No health care they could count on. And think about what it does to your sense of security. And again, back to what it does for individuals' dignity. We're proud people, especially those who busted their neck their whole life and paid into the system. But then we came together as a country and said, no, we can do a hell of a lot better than this. Social Security and Medicare.
So friends, Social Security recipients may receive an additional $2,400 a year in benefits if a new bill that was recently introduced in Congress wins approval. This is something seniors would no doubt welcome, as surging inflation wipes out the annual cost of living increases. The Social Security Expansion Act was introduced by Representative Peter DeFazio and Senator Bernie Sanders. According to CBS News, under terms of the bill, anyone who is a current Social Security recipient or who will turn 62 years old in 2023 will receive an extra $200 in each monthly check. The bill is timely for a couple of reasons. First, it follows a Social Security Administration announcement earlier this month that Americans will stop receiving their full Social Security benefits in about 13 years without actions to bolster the program. It also comes during a period of historically high inflation that has a very big impact on seniors who are living on fixed incomes, many of whom rely solely on Social Security payments. This year's Social Security cost of living adjustment of 5.9% is based on inflation figures from 2021. But since then, inflation has pushed well above 8%, meaning that Social Security recipients today are actually losing money. The new bill aims to ease the financial strain by boosting each recipient's monthly check. The average monthly Social Security check is about $1,658, meaning that a $200 increase would represent a 12% boost. The president of the National Association of Registered Social Security Analysts has recently told reporters many seniors rely on Social Security for the majority, if not all, of their income. $200 a month can make a significant difference for many people. In addition to boosting the monthly payment, the bill would also make several changes to the program itself. One would be to base the annual COLA on the Consumer Price Index for the elderly, instead of the Consumer Price Index for urban wage earners and clerical workers. Another change would be adding more funding by applying the Social Security payroll tax on all income above $250,000. Currently, earnings above $147,000 are not subject to the Social Security tax, even if the bill in its current form does not pass Congress. Many observers expect some kind of change to Social Security to ensure it serves the needs of recipients well into the future. So friends, what are your thoughts on this new proposed legislation? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Friends, the key word for this video is American Dream Mall. If you would like to enter the next Walmart gift card giveaway of $75, please make sure that you click and like several of my videos and then comment below this keyword, which is American Dream Mall, and additional keywords of any video of mine that you watch. And do make sure, friends, that you're also subscribed to my channel. New census data shows more seniors are now living in poverty, and a third of older adults in Alabama rely completely on Social Security for their monthly income. At least half of older adults in the state rely on Social Security for more than half of their income. And for the thousands of Americans who only receive a Social Security check and face big prescription bills, and for the thousands who only receive a Social Security check and then face big prescription bills, there is often not enough of that check left to cover the rest of their needs. A fresh government inflation reading and U.S. midterm elections are the most highly anticipated events on Wall Street's radar this week, as millions of investors continue to digest the Fed's latest interest rate decision. The U.S. economy added 261,000 jobs in October, another robust hiring figure, seen as confirmation to policymakers that labor conditions can weather a further ramp-up in the Fed's key interest rate to fight historic inflation. The central bank delivered a fourth consecutive interest rate hike of 75 basis points on Wednesday, while also hinting at a slower pace of hiking, but a higher final terminal rate. With prices for everything still rising sharply, analysts say they expect to see job losses increase next year as consumers start to curb their spending and the central bank raises interest rates to rein in rising costs. Investors were hoping for signals from the central bank on a potential easing in monetary plans. But Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell pushed back against the notion that a shift in the Fed's path is imminent, with inflation and payrolls still elevated. So, dear friends, what do you think that our government needs to do to get a hold of inflation? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, my amazing and great friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. Thank you so much, dear friends, for joining me here this morning. I greatly appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos daily. Friends, I'll be announcing a winner for the $75 Walmart gift card very soon, and also for the $200 gift card. So please make sure that you listen for the keywords and enter them in the comment section below, and do stay tuned for that video. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed day.